So I knew that I had heard the name Spencer Lackey before because I actually follow him on TikTok, and on there he makes very similar content to what we're going to be looking at today. The series ASL, to my knowledge, is Spencer's sort of first attempt at something a little bit more long term, something maybe a little bit more cinematic. So in this video, I wanted to take the opportunity to look at ASL Volume 1, break it down for you, and sort of give you an analysis of its content and themes to the best of my ability. If you guys are interested in following Spencer, I will leave links down in the description below to all of his social media accounts. And as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by, taking the time to check out this video. If you enjoy content like this, please consider subscribing to Something Sinister. But one more thing really quick before we get into the video. I know stuff like this can be annoying, but I really want to share with you guys a product that has been saving me a lot of time recently. This 3-in-1 wireless charging station is the Bombcom. It can charge an iPhone, AirPods, and an Apple Watch all at the same time. Now, for someone like me who is constantly using devices all day to edit videos and watch videos of my cat, it's something that really comes in handy. It's super lightweight and it looks perfect sitting on my desk or on my nightstand. It's currently on sale right now, so if you would like one, please be sure to go down to the Amazon link in the description below and pick one up. Okay, now, on to the rest of the video. The series opens with the following message. The following are a collection of computer logs found on Victor Torrance's hard drive, paired with the corresponding video footage from his camcorder. Everything has been edited together in an effort to aid the ongoing investigation. Immediately, we are introduced to our main character in the series, a man named Victor. Another portion of text tells us that our story takes place in 1997. We open on a closed door. The first thing I noticed was that my brother's door was still closed. Normally, he gets up before me. At first, I paid it no mind. I showered, brushed my teeth, and went downstairs. My mom left me a thermos full of coffee like she always does. But she was gone. I don't know where any of them are. We then see a couple usernames in a chat room. Victor's username is in blue, and he is talking to someone named Sumacito. Victor asks them when they will get to meet. Sumacito says, soon, and Victor replies with, I love you. 12:06 p.m. Still nobody home. I asked my neighbor if she knew where they went, but she had no clue. I'm wondering if I should call the police. The following night, Victor hears something strange coming from the basement. He is frightened. The screaming continues to grow louder throughout the night. It sounds as though it is in pain. I can't sleep. I still don't know where they are. Tomorrow, I'll call the police. The following day, Victor tells us that he is a 19-year-old aspiring filmmaker. As he states, he is most into documentary filmmaking.
Portraying life in as real a lens as possible, because I believe that's the truest way to make you feel something, like intrigue or love, or fear. So
Victor wakes up at 9:06 the following morning. My brother's door is still shut. My parents' room is still empty. There is a fresh coffee waiting for me. In the chat room, Victor asks Sumacito to send him a picture. He says, I can't stop thinking about you. Never stop thinking about me, says Sumacito. It is now 9:30 p.m. I spent the day milling around the house. My parents are still gone. My brother is still gone. Out of boredom, I rummaged through old video footage on my camcorder. I'm noticing something strange in one of the tapes. We are then shown the footage of Victor expressing his interest in documentary filmmaking once again, only this time we can see the edge of a face peeking around the corner of Victor's bookshelf. As Victor states, it looks like me. That night, mysterious sounds continue to come from the basement. Victor says that he will call the police tomorrow. It is now Thursday, November 27th, 1997. It is 6 in the morning. Can't sleep. Victor informs us that it is Thanksgiving, and his family has been missing for the past 3 days. He says that he should have called the cops sooner, but he has been holding out hope for their return. He then explains that he had a nightmare last night. In the nightmare, he was in the basement. It's pitch black, and it's hot like a furnace. He explains that he comes across a light at the end of a hallway. The source of the light seems to be a door. Victor says that despite not knowing what is on the other side of the door, he can't help but feel that there is a presence there waiting for him. At this point, he is very overcome with fear. His confession ends as he hears a noise. In the chat room, Victor tells Sumacito that he needs someone with him right now. Sumacito says that everything will be okay. Victor says that he feels as though he is losing his mind. Sumacito agrees to come over. "I'll see you in a few hours," they say. It's 7:30 a.m. the next morning. I keep hearing noises throughout the house. Footsteps, pots clanging, people whispering. Sometimes I hear screaming. I've stayed holed up in my room. In a desperate attempt to reduce my anxiety, I went rummaging through footage from an old Betamax I got for Christmas a few years ago. We see the footage from the Betamax. All are dated to 1994. The last clip is of a log burning, and it is titled Self-Portrait. As Victor states, "I don't remember filming the last tape, nor do I remember the tape I found beside it." A warning from the New Jersey Police Department states that the following footage we are about to see contains graphic and disturbing imagery. We see a door in what appears to be a basement. I equate this to the dream that Victor had told us about prior. In the dark room, the door opens. Inside, we can see a shower curtain. A mysterious figure stands behind the curtain. They appear to be pale, and their body is full of lacerations. Whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be fully human. We hear the sound of a high-pitched scream as the video ends. Back in the chat room, Victor asks if Sumacito is almost there. They reply that they are here. We are then treated to news footage, telling us that a family has been found dead in their home. The deceased family is composed of a father, mother, and their son. Victor has been taken into police custody and has a significant amount of evidence stacked up against him. This is because of the Betamax tapes and the camcorder footage. A police officer then gives his recollection of events. He says that upon entering the house, he heard screaming coming from the basement. When going down there, the officer finds the bodies of the mother, father, and son. Victor cowers in the corner. He says that she did this. She lied to me. As the officer looks around the room, there is no one else in there with them. The officer then apprehends Victor and phones in an ambulance despite the fact that he knows the three bodies have been dead for a while. The officer finds a bloody knife in the sink, which has been labeled as the murder weapon. He also finds a VHS tape labeled Sumacito 613. We then play that VHS tape. There is another warning from the New Jersey Police Department. We then get a wide array of strange footage. The first is of the stairs leading down to the basement. A distorted voice plays in the background as text reads, "Mommy comes back." A horrifying figure then approaches us from the basement. The next portion of the tape is titled, "Brother Comes Back." We see the same footage from before, where the face peeks from behind the corner. In the tape, Daddy comes back. A very uncanny-looking figure stares at us in a confused manner as they sit in the bed. The chat log between Victor and Sumacito reads, "How far away are you?" "I'm here." "Outside?" "Basement." Text reads, "The following is the final video found on Victor Torrance's camcorder." The footage shows an open door at the end of a hallway. Victor then goes down the staircase and continues to search his house for something. Each room is empty. His fear seems to grow as he opens the basement door. A female voice calls out to him, "I'm down here, Victor, I'm down here." Victor goes down the stairs and follows the voice into a small room containing a water heater. He is then seemingly attacked by a monstrous face. The series then comes to a close. Breaking down ASL has not been easy. Let's start out by addressing the title. ASL is a term used in early chat rooms, meaning age, sex, location. This would often be asked because most chat rooms were anonymous, and it was a way of getting to know someone. As we see in the series, Victor talks to a person named Sumacido613. This has been going on for some time, even to the point where Victor has developed feelings for them. It's important to establish that Victor is not the most reliable narrator. While I don't think he is entirely guilty of the crimes he is suspected of perpetrating, I also don't think that he is innocent. During one of his ramblings, Victor tells us of a nightmare that he had involving a door and something sinister lying behind it. Later on, we see a very similar scenario where Victor is reviewing footage from his past. A lot of the time, it is easy to say that something is a figment of a character's imagination, but the fact that we are seeing physical evidence in the form of video footage means that what we are seeing is something that actually happened. It is not a manifestation of his imagination. However, he doesn't remember recording this video. This leads me to believe that Victor is under some sort of influence of this malicious being. This being, as we will come to find out, is Sumacido 613. Think back to when Victor was pleading with Sumacido to come see him. When she arrived, she wasn't at the front door like a normal person, but instead she manifested in the basement. I think that she has always been there. Upon her reveal, we can see that she is something not entirely human. But what about the strange beings we see in the tape labeled Sumacido 613? The mother, the father, the brother. They are recorded on camera, and these tapes are reviewed by the New Jersey Police Department. But weren't there normal bodies found in the basement and displayed on the news? This is where things get muddy. All I can theorize is that Victor is being terrorized by Sumacido, who is some sort of supernatural being. She possesses Victor to kill his family. As we know, Victor has memory gaps. Perhaps when he misses pieces of memory, he is actively being influenced by Sumacido. This is why he doesn't remember why his parents are gone in the first place. Upon meeting Sumacido, this supernatural being, as well as viewing past footage on the Betamax and camcorder, he breaks down and realizes that he is responsible for killing his parents. I think Spencer Lackey did a wonderful job with this series, and I hope that we get a volume 2. Please be sure to check out Spencer's links in the description below, and if you enjoy content like this, please subscribe to Something Sinister.